G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is the Riot Shotgun again. Now, it's gone through a couple of updates since I last looked at it, and mainly what I'm looking at it now for is the War Daddy animations. The customization on this thing is basically the same as it was. I quickly looked over my previous video on it, and I've noticed that the damage is now lower. I was sitting at like 339 last time, but now it's 307, so yeah, we've copped a little bit of a nerf there, but we should be okay. Same thing happens with the barrels, same goes with the optics, and the choke will chuck on again, recoil compensating thingy, and there's a big old drum, we'll chuck that in, and a legendary effect if we need it. We'll chuck the explosive effect on if we're feeling cheeky a little bit later, but that is basically our Riot Shotgun. Here's the animations. You can go watch like a 20-second War Daddy video and get the same sort of things. That's what it sounds like. Very, very nice. And the third-person animations are working this time. So, you know, that's good. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's go and shoot people. Not the same places where we shot people last time with the Riot Shotgun. Let's find something new. Righto, so here we are outside of Dunwich Borers. Admittedly, it's not the most advantageous place for a shotgunner to be, but once we get inside, we should be right at home with this thing. So we'll quickly just jump over in this sort of a direction, because there's usually a raider sitting around in here. And I do really mean sitting around. And I do really mean sitting around. I do really mean sitting around.
The hell?
Okay, that was disgraceful. Let's try again. Let's start anew. Here I am with a shotgun. Let's run up to this raider in this room, and we're not going to miss any shots on a completely stationary target. There we go. Much better. Now, the knock to the damage on this thing is not ideal. We are still going okay against the Raider veterans, which are, yeah, they're the highest tier raiders there are, bar some of the ones from Nuka World DLC, but they're obviously there to give higher level players a little bit of a challenge when you get there, because some high level players did start the Nuka World DLC when it first came out. So knocking off all of the bits of power armor there, getting some major stuttering, I don't know why. Todd Howard, please explain. And we're doing okay. We can tank the bullets, so it doesn't really matter that we have to close the distance. Interestingly, the spread on this would allow me to, oh my god, I'm getting flashbacks of the start. But yes, the spread on this, according to the screen, looks like we're getting these exactly where we point them, which is, I guess the choke has been upgraded then. Maybe some of the changes are a little bit more on the subtle side, because I remember last time it was not like a cross on the screen that you had as a reference for aiming when you're hip firing. Stop shooting me, you stupid turret. There we go. Okay, they've knocked off half of our health due to our incompetence, but that's okay. I'm going to see... Oh, that's some nice ice skating there, Raider. I'm going to see how well we can do with the crit at this range. Not too bad, to be honest. That actually did a lot better than I was expecting, so maybe we can get away with doing that sort of nonsense when it comes to this. Maybe this thing's tiny spread actually helped us out in that case. Okay, that one, obviously all the pallets were blocked, and also we can't penetrate through that at all, despite it being... chicken wire type deal there. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either, but luckily we can get him with crits and VATs and all that. Suffering a little bit from this range, so we're just gonna have to physically run up to them, and probably should have brought some sort of sidearm so I didn't have to do this, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take you out. Oh yeah, bash animations, are they changed? Yeah, they are. Probably not going to get much use out of the bashing because it's a shotgun. You want to be shooting at range rather than bashing. And we've got a big 23 round drum in here, so we should be okay to not bash ever, which is ideal, but there's the animation for reference. Righto, let's get started on the people and ghouls in here, and we should be going a lot better now that we are able to close the gap a little bit better due to the close quarters nature of this particular cell. You can actually do pretty good at range with this thing, which is nice, because usually in video games, shotgun's accuracy is a little bit on the, what's it called? They basically like to make them do nothing at range, and this is a nice change. It's a little bit exaggerated, that's the word. There we go. Brocker's area is working well for me today. Maybe I should just narrate my videos with text on the bottom of the screen. No, I already tried that, and They're still my most popular videos to date, but maybe I was onto something back then. Anyways, we'll go ahead and take out these. I keep almost saying gunners, but no, they're raiders. They're not that high tier people to kill. Okay. Now we can get into the fun times, because zombies and shotguns are a match made in heaven. Let me just turn those off, please. There we go. Alright, looks like every ghoul and their mother has shown off. I have just lit up the giant gas thing that was there. But that's okay, that only did like 5 hit points of damage worth to me, so yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing. Ooh, we actually managed to one-shot that ghoul. And that one too. Okay, this thing is surprisingly effective against ghouls. Probably a coincidence. These guys aren't particularly high armored, are they? I mean, they got a little bit of ballistic resistance about them, but they seem to be dropping to the right shotgun like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, here's the ghoul zombie apocalypse weapon right now, and you can make that a thing with mods. Even on PS4 you can do that. I've done it myself. Not as good as it is on PC or Xbox One, but you know what? It's a nice compromise. It just changes the level list around to spawning ghouls instead, which is actually kind of a neat way to look at it. Oh, these guys are unique. I forget this is like my first time in here in this character. I must have not have ever visited this whilst playing through my main file. Also, some behind the scenes information that goes nowhere. Is that basically all of the different characters are all based off the one save file. I've got a save where they're all sitting at Spectacle Island, right? And then I load into the game and they're there. And it's easy as just changing the name of the character. Ooh, nice. His aim is as good as mine. It was basically all you need to do is do the special menu thing, change your name, tune up your specials to how they used to be, and then change your face with the looks menu, which is a seriously useful thing for doing that sort of stuff. Drop a new save and there you go, you're ready to go. So I'm basically got all of the saves at the ready to go whenever I feel like it. I've been using the master save, the one that's actually different. You can actually get a sex change too, that is why all of my saves are probably the same, even the one with the male character, so you know. Actually, I'm going to show you that right now, ready? If you put in sex change on your character, it swaps your gender. It's Nate, and also you can see all of the modded clothes that I haven't tuned for men either. I wonder if it'll go back. Yep, it does, except we're now looking like Nora. Okay, this is weird. Yeah, that's literally Nora with Iris's tone of skin and also eye tattoo thingies. That's weird. Looks menu, here's how it works. You save a preset, you click on that preset, and then you're done. Righto, so here we are outside of the pond where a glitchy Mirelurk hunter of the crazed variety lives, and yeah, we've got the explosive legendary effect, which legendary effects do exist in Fallout 76, so I've heard, but I'm actually wondering whether the explosive legendary effect still exists and whether you can get it on shotguns, because it'll break the game if you can easily get it as something as a random crazy legendary effect, because, well, you know, look at the damage you can do. That was a sneak attack critical from further away, so that didn't really go all that well. Also, it just dropped all of our frames by hitting the water. All of the water explosion effects sort of destroys your frames. Also, another thing, I have trained very hard against all of the boss creatures in Fallout 4 to date. I've started killing these boss creatures for friggin' ages, right? So I think I am ready to take on the Wendigo in Fallout 76 now, or the Grafton monster, or what's the Mothman. Who could forget about the Mothman? I'm ready to kick all of their asses. Just give me a pipe gun and I'll probably be able to do it. I've seen the difficulty. I play on Big Boy very hard in Fallout 4. You can't stop me. I'm unstoppable in this game. So unstoppable that the game lags at my very presence, and it's definitely not because my computer is bad. No, that's perish the thought. Righto, I think we've let him worry about us long enough. Let's go back into first person. Into caution again. If I was using a suppressor on this, I'd be able to blitz ourselves some sneak attack criticals. Actually, let's not go for the shell. We want best damage here. We've got to find his face wherever it may be. One of the enemies that I consider just harder to bat target is the Mirelurk hunters, because their face is right at the bottom, and you could go like, you could put your mouse or your cursor over the face of it and it'll like light up its other bits. See, look at this, it's shell. I'm pointing at its face, man. If these lobster dudes decide to appear in Fallout 76, they better fix their shit, or I'm gonna go to Todd's house and, I don't know, just strew lobster bits at his doorstep and then set it on fire so he has to use his new loafers to stomp it out. Okay, we're done with this monster. Let's move on to something else. Maybe grab a different legendary effect. Okay, on the topic of making shotguns completely broken with legendary effects, let's turn that dial to 1,337, all of those numbers. And yeah, we're firing nuka grenades instead of pellets, so there's going to be a whole lot of these grenades going on there. Also, these bears really couldn't give a shit today, could they? Haha! Okay, we got all of these minions out of the way first, so that's good. We just need to get ourselves some distance on the main bear, and then we'll see how we go. Oh my god, he actually survived that. And I've gone blind again. Don't worry about that, Iris. Just walk off that blindness. There's a girl. Okay. We'll just fire in this direction. That's what they call achieving... what's it called? Division? Yeah, division. Okay, I want to make this work without achieving division. Iris can get that division later, on her own terms, and not by my intervention. In the great words of Britney Spears, whoops, I did it again. Righto, third time's a charm. Let's not fire 3 shots in a close succession, because that always gets you, doesn't it? Hello, bears. Yeah, we got him. He's all the way up there. Let's take a VATS crit. Why the hell not? Let's see how this works. We did like 41 damage on that strike. Oh, why are the fuses so weird? I can't see. I'm being killed by a bear because I can't bloody see where I'm going. Take this. Yep. Looks like we're ragdolling him across the earth at this point. That'll do you in, surely. No. He is surprisingly resistant to nuclear devices. I like how that shot actually angled the weapon up. That's kind of cute. Man, you'd think the radiation would be everywhere at this point, wouldn't you? I think I got him, but... Oh, wait, no, he's run off over there. He's done a runner and is now taking on some raiders. I could probably bash him to death at this point, couldn't I? All of that 13 damage will be enough to bloody get ya. Ira said it, not me. Okay, I'm not gonna mention how many times I've tried this and failed, so yeah, this is definitely my 4th time, right? We are seeing good success rates now. I think we're alright. I think this will be the one. This will be the one indeed. And, okay, we can use the health bar as a reference for where he is. Look at him ragdoll there. Get yourself trapped in that corner, would ya? There we go. Some more grenades for ya. It did absolutely nothing but throw him off in this direction. I suppose we should chase after him before it despawns, because this bear, he has done that before, the bastard. So yeah, come back here. Where'd he go? If you don't show up, this will be a victory for me. Nope, he's still there according to our compass. We've got the high ground now, and that means it's over. Sometimes the fuse is just not great. It likes to have a really inconsistent fuse, doesn't it? Okay, we're on the home stretch now. We've just blown him several hundred meters in this direction. He's bouncing around. Back off and balloons. Yay, we got him. And for my last trick, I'll do this after the outro. I'm gonna do the coolest fast travel you've ever seen. But anyways, that was the riot shotgun there, and someone's getting irradiated to death in the water again. I'll just put them out of their misery. And then the game crashed because you can't fire this thing in the water because the creation engine just shits itself. But anyways, check out the description for the links to this weapon. Probably a PC only type deal, so sorry console players, but you can get Iris in your game. That's pretty good. Anyways, this is going to be the best fast travel ever. This is Captain Noob and you're watching Jackass. Yeah, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Go there. Yes. I hope that was entertaining for you. Thank you for watching, guys. Wait, one last thing. If you do this right where you fast travel, does it blow you up upon arriving here? It actually does. Oh my god.